just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like
All right, Coach, it's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium just across the Hudson River from New York City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, D!
Let's go, D.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green, the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down.
Now Garoppolo. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
General West. Jim. Tighten up.
They'll run with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Ray, Sam off. Hey, lock it.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
Snap.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys.
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Check 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
You go tight. You got tight.
Squeeze.
Kill. Watch out.
Go out.
Check your hot read.
Ready?
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check your backer.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
SOS. Check 3. Undercut.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Williams to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait,
Double dog.
21, 21.
Check 24, check 24. Whip. Watch the whip.
One, Omaha.
Under 10.
On second down, it's Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Let's get off the field.
Two.
Garoppolo. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Hey, orbit. 57's run.
2nd and 10. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready? 57, Mike 57.
Stop your whining.
Bravo.
57's Mike 57. Hey, pick it up.
Williams now throwing on 1st down. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Look at me. Go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's trash. Big dance.
Leo.
Chubb. There to stop him, Chad Thomas. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, seam 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hey, box truck. Ready.
Williams from the gun, he'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Check 3. 6. Pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 6. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. There's Garoppolo to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the slant.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo going for it all. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw on second down. Williams. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Williams on 1st and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, lock it. Give me some. Give me some.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Set, ready? 18 Gators. 57. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Watch the shit.
They run it again with Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. 65.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12. Hey, echo.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Screen.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They run, Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Davidson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw. Williams. It's caught by OBJ. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Check back, check back. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Again, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Target. Shoot. Fair.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Seven yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 16.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Williams now operating from the gun. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Browns.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try the left side. It's Davidson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Leo. Check 9. Ready.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rock it. Switch. Get it.
Now Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Williams on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He gets it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Seibert's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Ready, set.
Mike's by four. Defense wins championships, baby.
Check. Crunch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, team, spill.
He's coming, double up.
Bang, 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 bang. Spike.
A toss play to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They are in the the fourth in Buffalo. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.